Good evening, Kenton community. My name is Sabatino Samato. I'm your superintendent, and this is your weekly connection update. Let's really quickly hit all the topics in the connection before we take a little bit of a deeper dive into them. First, we'll talk about the update from the superintendent, our kindergarten enrollment. Then, of course, we'll talk about Martin Luther King Jr. Day that's coming up this Monday. Then, safety tips for families. That's an ongoing section that we have every week. Our school and district highlights, and then we finish off with our recognition for the week. So let's get going. First, kindergarten enrollment, and it's a really great time of the year for all of our families that have those younger kiddos that are going into kindergarten next year to really look to do their enrollment right now. Can you imagine the class of 2036? That's who we're talking about. And just to go over those specifications, to be eligible for kindergarten during the 23-24 school year, next school year, your child must be 5 years of age on or before December 1st, 2023. Really look at the connection, see the website. For registration, everything is electronic. There is an option if you need to come in to make an appointment. So really read through this section. It gives you tremendous information, and our numbers are absolutely going up. We have a great start for our kindergarten enrollment. Martin Luther King Jr. Day this Monday. We know that there is no school this Monday, January 16th, as we remember, we celebrate Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And every year, this day falls on the third Monday in January, it being recognized as a federal holiday. And it was first adopted in 1983 in commemoration with Dr. King's birthday. Dr. King's principles of peace and equality align with our district's commitment to providing students with equitable access to opportunity and cultivating a learning environment that appreciates diversity and inclusion for all students, especially culturally diverse students who have historically faced discrimination in our nation. So I encourage all of our families to take time this Monday while students are off to remind kiddos, first, why we are off, and second, the work that we still have to do for our future to face discrimination and to work against that discrimination as one nation. Thank you very much for giving that very special attention during this weekend and on Monday. Next, we go to our safety tips for families. And, you know, we just got into the new year. It is a great time for those things to visit, those items in your household that are a yearly visit. In other words, take fire detectors and CO2 detectors, smoke detectors, all the things that we have batteries for. When we flip this calendar every year, it's a great time, and there's a little reminder, changing batteries, doing it the same time every year out of an abundance of caution to make sure that we're keeping our households as safe as can be. Next section, we have our school and district highlights, and you'll see there a part on Hoover Middle to present Peter Pan on February 2nd through 4th. Students make their cards for first responders following the blizzard. Farm to School to focus on spinach and yogurt during the month of January. Kenmore East students perform at Disney Sing the World event. Food Service Department brings hot chocolate to Franklin Middle. Hoover Middle students enjoy Minute to Win It assembly. Ken West students receive expert instruction at New York State Theater Conference. And Kenmore East Band and Orchestra visit Franklin Complex and Edison. Those are just sub-stories of all the great news happening in our district. Really look at the connection and read a little bit deeper. And it brings us to the end, our recognition, and none other than the collaboration that we've had during the past several weeks with our Kenmore-Tonawanda, between our school district and the Kenmore-Tonawanda, especially during this blizzard, the life-saving efforts of all the people involved. And I really encourage you to look at that connection and how this collaboration, we identify just some of the people from the town and some of the people from our staff here in the school district that really went above and beyond saving lives. We had our warming facility at Hoover, and the town was doing and had other locations for warming facilities, but it just really is an indication of what Kenton is. That's where we finished today. That Kenton spirit of service really, really moves through all of our community. And this was just a tremendous example of that, of how we are Kenton proud, how we are Kenton strong and how together we move Kenton forward. Have a wonderful weekend. Remember, we are off from school on Monday. Go Bills in the playoffs.